get serious. All right, it ends right there. There's a little something happening up here. Use that. Help them out. Just using the background, it really doesn't matter what I put back there. In fact, it's better if I get off of thinking about stuff. The part of, we were talking, a couple of us earlier before we started, about how you do a painting in an hour and a half. It's better to work fast and miss a few things than to spend hours and days and getting everything and killing it. So there's something to be said about keeping it moving and the reason why is not because I don't have time. Well, we don't have time today, but I mean, ordinarily I have all the time in the world, but I still try to move quickly, even if I do have all the time in the world, because if I give myself enough time, I just wreck it. I just know that about myself, I can do that. I'm going to go my lighter flesh colors. This sort of highlight happening, so something there, particular nose. So I try to save the lights for last, but sometimes I just can't help myself, and I do them early. It's a very important thing to establish the lightest light. So again, this is catching the light. The lightest light and the darkest dark as early as possible in your painting. It's an expressive thing. That's a little too much. This is a softer. I can do a little bit with my finger, and I'm probably going to do more than I should, setting a bad example, because the finger is a lovely tool, but it can be overused so easily. I mean, notice that when you're painting, you just get your finger in and you can ruin it in no time. It's like, a soft edge, the easiest way to get it is to stick your finger there and just go ahead and wiggle it around. But you see what I'm doing here? I'm trying to build a painting as opposed to just color stuff in. I'm trying to build some life in the paint itself. That to me is more exciting than, say, photorealism or photosurrealism. Even when I do the surrealistic stuff as Nettie, I like to be painterly. That's just that for me, that's a value. I mean, I'm not talking like dark. I'm talking about kind of a moral code or a taste. Let's put it that way. It's a taste. Notice, I'm moving my brush and my wrist in lots of different directions. I'm not frozen. I sometimes like to stand when I paint, especially in these situations, because it does create sort of an urgency and a fluidity. I feel alive. It's very important to make sure you're balanced. Palette's not way over here. This is eye level. I don't want to have to work so hard at just getting to square one. So it's very important setting yourself up for success.